In this module, let us once again recollect what we have learned. See, all the jobs are being classified in the three sectors. The primary sector, it includes all those activities that are undertaken by directly using the natural resources. Example, agriculture. Jot down this point that when we produce a good by exploiting the natural resources, it is an activity of the primary sector. Some of you might think why we are saying the word primary. This is because it forms a base for all other products that we make. Listen to another very important point. Since most of the natural products we get are from agriculture, dairy, fishing, this sector is called agriculture and related sector. Now talking about the secondary sector, it covers all those activities in which natural products are changed. Since the secondary sector, it gradually becomes associated with different kinds of industries that come up. We are calling it as industrial sector. After the primary and the secondary sector, there is a third category of activities that falls under the tertiary sector. I hope all the three sectors are clear. The tertiary sector, it includes all those activities that is helping the primary and the secondary sector. Since these activities generate services rather than goods, the tertiary sector is also called as the service sector. Is it clear? Once again, listen with attention. Primary sector is also called as agriculture and related sector. The secondary sector is also called as the industrial sector, and the tertiary sector is also called as the service sector. This is additional knowledge that you're getting this year. Please remember this point also, that the service sector also includes some essential services that may not directly help in the production of goods. For example, we all need the guidance and help of teachers, doctors, and those who provide personal services like barber, cobblers, lawyers, ATM booths, internet, cafe. All this are falling under the service sector. To sum up everything, we can say that the various production activities of the primary, secondary, and tertiary sector is bringing about a large scale production of goods and services. Now, all this activity also brings in development into our country. In this slide, you can see a graph showing us the growth and the status of the different sectors of the economy. This graph will also remind you about the historical change that is taking place in the three sectors of our country. Earlier we had more people engaged in the primary sector, whereas now you are observing that more people are engaged in the tertiary sector, which is also called as the service sector. Let us now gather information about this economical term GDP, or what we are saying as gross domestic product. How will we find out the total production of a particular sector in a particular year? We'll go about taking the value of the final goods and services produced in that sector. Then how to calculate the GDP? We'll have to go about taking the sum of the production in the three sectors. If you're asked to define the GDP in a sentence, you'll go about mentioning like this: it is a value of final goods and services produced within the country during a year.